So yeah, am I the only one that just keeps getting pulled in and wanting more and needing more and come on, Shonda Rhimes, give it to me. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Welcome back to my channel. Yo, listen, I know you're subscribers already. I know you are already ray of sunshines. I know you live in light and truth with me, even though we could do 100 in the shade with our eyes closed, with our hands tied behind our backs, easily. So what's up, fam? How you doing? And yeah, I'm calling you fam too, just in case you need to go ahead and click that young subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine. You are still my family because you made it here. So we are reviewing How to Get Away with Murder, season number 4, episode number 5. I love her. Now I'm gonna try and do something a little different. I really just want to do like the pivotal moments of the show, but shit, it felt like everything was a pivotal moment. It felt like everything was a pivotal moment. I love the way Shonda Rhimes gave us Miss Bonnie's backstory. Honey, I love how she gave it to us, and I love how it all connected. I loved how Bonnie ended up looking really stupid in the end. So, you know, the scene opens up and we see Miss Bonnie, and Miss Bonnie is, seems to be in turmoil, running in the rain and shit. I'm all like, this is dramatic. And the first thing she says to Dr. Roa, Isaac Roa, who is also Annalise's therapist, is, I know I seem pathetic. Now, let me tell you something. When he was like, no, you know, I've been talking to you for a month now and you're not pathetic. I was like, why you lying? Why you gotta lie? Why you always lying? Like, she is super pathetic in my eyes, okay? In my eyes, I think that she's, you know, codependent at that time. And I'm all like, I'm gonna need her to go ahead and boss up, because most women are bosses, most, not all. But I'm gonna need her to go ahead and boss up one time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought she was pathetic. So, and then we see, let's talk about how the turn of events happened with Annalise, how she became the Bonnie she is today. Well, what Annalise was part of the defense team of a councilman who had raped her at 14 and what could be considered a pedophile. What? Did you see that? I was like, well, we knew that Bonnie was troubled, but we hadn't seen how the two connected. So I was like, okay. And I was really touched at the fact that Annalise was troubled, but disappointed that she went ahead and cross-examined her. I wish she would have bowed out gracefully before she actually destroyed the young girl by saying, is there any doubt? Because I'm sure that little councilman fucked the shit out of her at 14. I'm sure he was nasty like that. I'm sure that he deserved to be there because, you know, people got secrets in the closet and they always be coming out. And I believe her, because that's some shit that you just don't forget. That's some shit that you be just traumatized from. Like, you know, so I'm sure that she remembers that was her, what do you call them? Her abuser, right? But, and then I saw, you know, the head defense attorney, I wanted to sock him through the TV. Like, what? Your name won't be on the door if you can't do. Annalise should have been like, fuck you and that law firm. But fortunately, she went ahead and said, kiss my ass, my entire black ass, you law firm. Of course, not in those terms, but she quit her job because she felt ashamed of what she did to Bonnie, and then told Sam, we're going to need to help Bonnie. I like how he gets cameos in there. I wonder if they're going to have cameos of Wes, you know, coming up soon. Probably not, because we would start seeing them now, right? Why did Wes get rid now? Because he was a main character. Why? They didn't renew his contract. He wanted more money. I don't know. We need to look that up on the internet. If y'all know, let me know down in the comments below, because I definitely need to know why they wrote him out, because he was a major character. So she decided, I'm going to go help Bonnie. Bonnie did look like, excuse me for lack of better term, poor white trash with that horrible dusty brown blonde wig on. People's hair is really that color, but she looked pathetic and weak and like she needed some help and some direction and some guidance. And she was a waitress. And, you know, Annalise was like, you've been in the court system. You know it. Let me help you. I'm a professor at a law school. Let me help you become an attorney. So did Bonnie already have a bachelor's degree, or did she start from the bottom and now she here? Like, you know, them little holes like that. I know that's not really significant, but the way my mind is set up, I want to know, well, wait, did you go back to school, or did you already have a degree and you was a waitress? Because that happens to a lot of people. You know, you get these fancy $100,000, hundreds of $1,000 degrees, and you end up being, you know, customer service. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that story would make sense to me. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so we see her help her out. You see her go over to her house and meet Sam for the first time. But all of this rolls up into what? Annalise's class action lawsuit, Commonwealth class action lawsuit. Annalise was on the go. Like, she was getting all of her clients in order. I mean, she had about 45, 50. Y'all saw her do that dance. Like, yes, yes. But before we saw her victory, we saw Bonnie talking to Nate like, I need you to go to the prison. I need you to go to the prison, and I need you to talk to the guards and look at the logs because nobody's giving me any information. And I know Annalise has been there because all of these cases that were Victoria Crosses are now pending. Okay, so Bonnie really does have a vendetta out for Annalise, and we see that. We see that she like hates her, despises her, wants to ruin everything about Annalise. Okay, just period. And you know, we know that she's codependent on Annalise, and we know that she is devastated, and we know that when she goes and applies for the district attorney's office, that she is definitely trying to get some get back on Annalise. We knew that when we saw it, okay? We knew that when we saw it from jump. Anyway, so that was what, episode 1? Episode 2. So, me and these y'all, help me work on getting these out. Well, Nate tells her to leave it alone. She said, well, if you don't go check it out, I'm going to have another investigator that do it. And I was shocked to see that interaction with Nate. Nate came back and told Bonnie, hey, she's not on the logs. There's nowhere to be seen. You know, no guard has seen her. But Nate knew that she was there. Nate waited for her and said, do this the right way, or you're going to mess these people up. You're going to ruin their lives. Do this the right way. Sign up, log in. And Annalise is like, I need to do this in secret. I don't want anybody to know yet. It's not something that I want them to know. They're going to ruin it. They're blah, blah, blah. Well, she should have heeded Nate's warning. I was proud of Nate for covering for Annalise because I was really proud. I was like, okay, Nate, you still addicted to the crack called Annalise too, baby. You is not all the way sober because you still in. As much as you want to play hard, honey, you still want some of that chocolate goodness. You know, they say dark chocolate is good for you. And evidently, he's all like, I got to have it because he can't get her out of his system either. So, anyway, you see that Bonnie goes back herself and realizes there's a camera. And she says, give me the tapes for the cameras. You see, because evidently that is the guard that Annalise had been paying off to be able to go and see these clients under the radar. Well, when she sees it, she ends up getting every last one of those clients that she built, that she took the time and convinced to be part of this class action lawsuit. Why am I getting tongue-tied with that? And gave them all deals, some sort of a deal. I'm gonna give you work release credit. I'm gonna give you got 2 years left. I mean, she made things very appealing to these people because she was the DA, and they started calling her. The moment she celebrated, because she had, I don't know, 45, maybe 50 clients, she was celebrating, doing her little dance. Y'all know how we do when we be happy about stuff, like, yes, like we be real happy about it. So when she saw that, And then the phone, we saw that, and then the phone started ringing, and it was client after client after client, because Bonnie had really started just giving all of the information, all of the tea. Did you know that she was an alcoholic? Did you know she was almost disbarred? Did you know, like, she was really coming for Annalise? But as you can see, she regretted it. Annalise came to her when she was coming out of the correctional facility, and when Bonnie saw her, you saw her heart drop. It went from up through her throat and back down to her stomach. She was scared, and she should have been a little afraid of what Annalise may or may not have done because of the betrayal. You know, remember, because 2 episodes ago, she was finna mop her ass up in that same damn parking lot. Or maybe that was a different parking lot. It don't matter. She was going to mop her up with the parking lot. Y'all remember that? Episode 3? Yeah, she was finna mop her ass up. I was all here for it. And I knew that Annalise wasn't going to do anything to her today. I knew that Annalise was just hurt and knew that she had to go a different route. So she confronted Bonnie. And Bonnie said, Bonnie was like, Annalise told her that we are the same. I helped you because I saw me in you. And Bonnie was like, we're not the same. You're a horrible person. You're only doing this for self-serving purposes and blah, blah, blah. And Annalise was like, no. And you thought I was trash, and you poor white trash, and I wasn't no good, and you felt sorry for me and blah, blah, blah. And Annalise was like, no, regardless of what you think, I never saw you as trash. I never saw you as trash, and now you fucked up. Now you've made things worse for other people. I never saw you as trash, and you're a good lawyer. You don't need me. And the funny thing is, as you can see, Bonnie actually is a really good lawyer. She's just reliant so much on Annalise that she doesn't have confidence in herself, right? And you saw that because she was able to come back and combat what Annalise had started. So you got to be real bright to be able to think that far ahead. You worked with the best, honey. You worked with Miss Annalise Keating. You do have what it takes. So anyway, now we see in Kingston, did you brush your teeth? Now, and wash your face. Now what we see is her back with the therapist, and she's telling the therapist, that, I came to hurt her, and, and she starts to talk about her feelings for May, right? I failed to say that she named Annalise May, that she felt about Annalise and how she really misses her family. You know what I'm saying? She misses her family. She misses Annalise. She loves her. He made her repeat how much she loves her. She loves her. And she slipped up and talked about the class action suit. And Isaac Roa's eyes got big, and instantly the light went on, and he was like, you're talking about Annalise Keating? She was like, no, I'm not talking about her. No, like backpedaling. And Isaac said to her, she was like, you really helped me. You really have helped me in this past month. You really helped me. Isaac started looking at her and said, okay, you really do need help. It's sick. You're Bonnie. It's sick. It's sick for you to seek me out and have come for therapy here. Because guess what? It dawned on me. It's just a way for her to be closer to Annalise. I mean, it was really touching to see how much she loved her and how much attachment she had to her. But it was also in the same breath, very pathetic, very like, girl, get it together. Like, you can stand on your own 2 feet. Like, you're better than that. You're resilient. You went through some horrible shit with your daddy giving you away, pretty much probably prostituting you out to all these upper echelon men. You made it through that. You can make it without Annalise. I was like, okay. But Annalise is like, it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder, but we can do it. Now, let's talk about the interns. Let's talk about the interns. Connor has become complacent, right? He's become complacent, ain't doing shit but being on Humper all day. House is a mess. Everything is going south for him. Oliver is helping out Michaela and Laurel with their shit at the law firm, but I'll come back to that. And Oliver's gone all the time, and, Connor is really having a moment. Connor is really broken too, like Bonnie. He's broken too, but his reasoning is because he had done such horrible things in the previous seasons, right? So he goes and he visits Annalise, and he opens up to Annalise, and he tells Annalise, you know, Annalise is like, I heard you quit law school. Why would you do that? You're a, you know, a magnificent student, blah, blah, blah. You're going to make a great lawyer, whatever shit she tells him. And he's all like, well, I'm broke. We did all these horrible things. And she's all like, you can't carry that. Like, she is a mother figure, and I'm liking how she's supporting them a lot. But listen, so she goes on, and he's all like, I'm the same person that I was. And she was like, no, you're not. You didn't go to the date that you set up for Humper. Because when we saw that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, there go Connor. Connor finna go get his little rocks off. But he did not. He went to see Annalise, and I was really proud about that. And Annalise ends up saying, I'm going to need your help. He's going to be Annalise's intern again. He's going to be Annalise's intern again. And I wonder how everybody else is going to feel about that. He's going to be Annalise's intern and help her with the class action lawsuit. So, yeah, I was happy about that. Let's see how that plays out in episode 6. Because, you know, he's going to tell the rest of the Keating 4. So, it's Keating 5. So, the 4 of them, the rest of them, he's going to have to let them know. Plus, Oliver. And Oliver, I think this might be the catalyst to make them break up. Because Oliver may not be, like, you know, all for it. So, here we go. What next? Oh, we did. Let me back up. We did see. Oh, wait. I can do that at the end. So, okay. Who's next? Laurel and Frank. Like, Laurel's like, yeah, I'm getting my rocks off. I'm fucking the shit out of you. I love fucking you. You can tell that she's still connected to him. But remember that one time. It was the beginning of season 3. You know how they break the seasons up for us. Well, remember that one time that Wes came over and Frank was still there, but I don't think her and Wes have been doing anything yet. And he was like, what's going on? She was like, nothing's happening or whatever. Well, honey, we just found out that she fucked Frank that day. She fucked Frank that day. She's still in love with Frank. When she was fooling with Wes, she was in love with Wes too, but she fucked Frank that day. And Frank asked her, is there any possibility that this could be my baby? And she went ballistic. Get out. Get out. I hate I did that to him. It was the worst thing ever. I feel horrible. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. And never bring it up again. Get out. Honey, baby. That tells me, honey, that this is Frank's baby. That there is a high probability that this is Frank's baby. And it's going to come out if we see that I don't know. Whenever they find the baby, because I think that I don't know what's going on with the baby, but if we ever happen to see the baby, because you know how this twists and turns, they'll say, where's my baby, and the baby might turn up like somebody didn't gave the baby away to somebody or some shit. Like, we'll see that. But Kingston, get all your stuff together. I'm just about done. So yeah, did you see the baby? And we might end up seeing that really the baby was Frank's. That's got to come out. She's hoping that it's Wes's, I guess. Goodbye. So, let's talk Michaela. And I think that'll be just about all we need. Michaela has somehow gotten Oliver a job at the law firm as the IT guy. That was a good deed. Oliver needs the money since Connor was being really fucking lazy, right? Really trifling. He needs the money because, you know, Connor wanted to be a housewife. Anyway, we see that they break into Tegan's office. Before that, Tegan gives Michaela a pair of blue, honey, cobalt blue. I don't know if those are rhinestones. I can't remember. I think they're rhinestones and not studs. Red bottom Christian Louboutins. Okay, like $1,000 shoes. And giving them to her as a gift and saying, here you go. And Kayla's like, it's a big gift. I can't accept it. So when she gave her that gift, I was like, I don't think that that's what people do. We know that Tegan, has an affinity to women, I think, because of what we saw. And maybe that's what she meant when she said it's your funeral. Because Michaela's gorgeous now, so is Tegan. But is that one of them, like, let me butter you up kind of gifts? Let me start giving you this stuff so that I can hit on you. Let me start giving you this stuff because you're cute. Let me start giving you this stuff to help you climb your way up the ladder. Yes, you are gorgeous, and yes, you are a bomb-ass intern about to be a really phenomenal lawyer, but let me go ahead and give this to you. Let me give you this. Like, what y'all thought? Did y'all think that that was like just a gift from your boss, or did you feel like that was a gift from your boss? Tell me. Let me know down in the comments below really what you thought, if that's really what you thought. If you thought like mine, my mind always goes to the left. It don't never stay straight and narrow. It be way over here like, oh, is she trying to get her some of that cookie? Well, we see her convince Oliver to break into Tegan's computer, and they find something from Trent Shelton, I think that's his last name, where he gets fired. I mean, he has a cease and desist a week before he is actually killed. And for Laurel, that's like, okay, it's my dad, it's my dad. And they all start freaking out about whether or not they're in danger, that their lives are in danger. They have this conversation in secret at Wes's old apartment, right? Also, that is also where, you know, Frank had asked about the baby at Wes's old apartment. And it looks like Frank has some morals and some values because he didn't want to fuck her in Bonnie's house. Neither did Laurel. Laurel didn't want to fuck in Bonnie's house, but he didn't want to fuck her in Wes's house. Like, it felt weird. And I thought that was weird for her to even want to do that there. Like, what? Go back to your old place, girl. Get this up. Go back to your plush apartment. Why is you living in the gutter? I can't with these people. Like, what? Okay, I just go get his clothes so you can smell him. But bitch, why you gotta live there? Anyway, I know. So yeah. Oh, Asher. See, now this is where I need to be. Frank has put into Asher's mind that possibly Michaela is cheating on him. Asher is already insecure because he doesn't have a job and he's not really contributing. He's just going to school. And so he's following her around, and he follows her over to Laurel's house where Laurel, Oliver, and Michaela are talking. And when he calls Michaela tells him, I'm still working late. So for him, he's looking up. Now he knows, I'm sure he knows whose house that is. And I'm sure he knows what's going on in there. I mean, you know, that it has to be something going on in there. But his mind, you can see that he's got anger. We already know he's got anger issues, right? And you can see his mind going. And I'm all like, why would Frank do that? Why would Frank do that? We know that fucking Asher is a nutcase. Like, we know, okay? So, I can't fathom why he would say that. But when we end the scene and we see Bonnie saying, talking to the police officers, and she asks, who's the defendant, you know, from all this scene, you know, they've got the law firm all taped off and whatnot. We already saw that Laurel no longer has her baby in her stomach at this time. We see that Michaela looks like a fucking zombie and is crazy. We see that Oliver is the witness. And then we see that Asher is the defendant. What the fuck did he do? And now, you know, they're in Tegan's office and we see that Asher is upset. What do you think that he did? Does he think that Tegan and Michaela was fucking, or Tegan had came on to Michaela and they were unwanted advances and he saw it and got upset and killed her? What do you guys think happened? Like, I need to know. We had 2 weeks out. So that means next week it should say 1 week, and the following week it should all come together. What do you think? I surely hope so. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of How to Get Away with Murder. Season 4, episode number 5. I love her. Listen, I may have missed something, and if I have, let's talk about it down in the comments below. You and I have a dialogue. Even if I haven't, let's have a dialogue. Tell me what you thought about this episode. If you liked it, give it a straight thumbs up. Thumbs up. The episode and my review. Give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends about it. Share. Talk to me because we family for real. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next video.